One of the airlines included in the ME3 or Middle East 3, Qatar Airways is a member of the One World Alliance and has quite an extensive passenger and cargo network of its own. However, the airline's owners, the Qatari government, have decided to diversify their revenue streams by investing in other airlines. In today's video, we take a look at the 4 airlines or airline groups that Qatar Airways has a stake in. First up is the Anglo-Spanish multinational airline holding company known as IAG. This group is actually a collection of airlines and includes British Airways, Iberia, Aer Lingus, Vueling and Level. This investment started with Qatar Airways buying a 10% stake in the group in 2015 and increased it to 20% by 2017 and 25% in 2020, which is where things currently stand. Well, 25.1% to be precise, as per the airline's most recent annual report. The investment makes sense as Qatar Airways and some of IAG's airlines are members of the One World Alliance. This allows Qatar Airways to profit even more from code shares and mixed itineraries. Next up is LATAM Airlines Group, which Qatar Airways reports to have a 10% stake in. This investment was made in 2016 with Qatar CEO at the time Akbar Al-Bakr saying, "LATAM represents an exciting opportunity to invest and support the development of our long-term relationship. As a leading airline in Latin America and key member of One World, this investment provides potential opportunities for Qatar Airways' global network, alongside our successful investment in IAG." Of course, things have changed a little since then and LATAM is no longer in the One World Alliance. However, the airline still has partnerships with many One World airlines as well as several carriers from other alliances. Then there's Hong Kong-based carrier Cathay Pacific, which Qatar Airways has a 9.99% share of. A press statement from 2017 notes that Qatar Airways began with a 9.61% acquisition of the airline. Again, the Asian carrier's membership in the One World Alliance was cited as a key reason for the investment. And China Southern Airlines, the largest airline in the People's Republic of China with both domestic and international operations, Qatar Airways holds a modest 3.38% share of this airline. Interestingly, this began in 2019 as a 5% investment. It's unclear why the airline's stake decreased. As noted in its annual report, Qatar Airways Group states that it is confident these investments will, quote, "continue to support Qatar Airways' ongoing growth and contribute towards its long-term sustainability objectives." The airline adds that the market values of its investments increased over the past year as these airlines continued to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. That's a pretty optimistic way to look at things, as we're sure the market values of its investments dropped dramatically during the pandemic as well. And finally, Qatar Airways acquired a 25% stake in African carrier Airlink in August 2024. Qatar says that its investment in Airlink, which flies to more than 45 destinations in 15 African countries, will enhance a code-sharing partnership between the two airlines and bolster Qatar Airways' Africa growth strategy and cement its role as a key driver to the continent's economic success. One last note is that in June 2024, it was widely reported that Qatar Airways was close to reaching a deal to acquire a 49% stake in Rwanda Air. However, since then, no subsequent news has emerged about the deal being confirmed. The same goes for Qatar Airways' October 2024 plan to buy a 25% minority stake in Virgin Australia. What do you think of Qatar Airways Group's strategy of investing in other airlines? What do you think of its choice of airlines? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.